Okay. Hi, everyone. Hamza Mete Izmen from Meteor Mining. We operate in Kazakhstan, and I know some of you might be wondering about the turmoil recently happening in Kazakhstan. I would say don't worry about it. If it wasn't for Kazakhstan, we would be talking about the US capital invasion that happened 2021, 6th of January. But conveniently, the Kazakhs did something on the 5th, and no one talked about that. So these things happen. And I presume I'm pressing the yellow one. Okay, good. Now, let's take a very quick look at mining in Kazakhstan. Because, first of all, Kazakhstan is quite rich in terms of minerals. Yes, they also have oil and gas, but in terms of minerals, they are very seriously loaded, I would say. And they have they have a good part of their export coming from mining. Location-wise, it's in a very geographically and geopolitically as well, actually, in a very important place. It is one of the main routes that forms up Road and Belt Initiative of Chinese. It has a long border with Russia and is the access point to Europe. With the launch of a mass geological exploration initiative by Kazakh government, right now a lot of investment is going on to exploration. Ever since 2018, when Kazakhs decided that they would change their mining code and copy it actually rather than reinventing the wheel from Western Australia, they turned everything, they changed everything since that day. Kazakhstan, as we know, just said that they got 102 minerals, 40 of them are metals. They are members of CRISCO, which I'm sure everybody is familiar with. No longer, prior to 2018, you couldn't be 100% owner, partnering with government and so on. It's no longer the case. You can 100% own, and right now, as I said, it has been very, very, very facilitated. In 10 days, we got our licenses after application. 10 days, 10 business days, we got our licenses. So we have 20 licenses in Kazakhstan, which we found via our unique technology that doesn't involve you going somewhere. Everything we got is determined through satellites. And we acquired lots of Soviet reports about, in total, more than 300 years of work of Soviet geologists. And we are in a country where McKinsey forecasts an additional 15 world-class deposits to be discovered soon. And we are partners with Aurora Minerals Group, AMG. They are well known to international mining companies, exploration companies in Kazakhstan. But I understand quite a few people know of them, so they are also internationally quite well known. We have a proven technology that enables us to determine very high prospect locations. So far, out of 20, every single license we've been to, and we started to do exploration and geophysics, 100%. Some of them are going to become Kazakhstan's major findings. You will soon hear about us. I passed the financial side. I am sure you will be more interested. So, and capping everything, we got 1,100 square kilometer licensed area in 20 licenses, and we have 5 companies in Kazakhstan, all of them AIFC registered, governed by common English law. So, and 100% is owned by us. Now, let's take a look at the discoveries. Before that, our licensed locations are conveniently located. But what we think is lucky, actually it is luck, because our biggest discovery, which is an iron ore, we expect 1 billion ton of high-grade iron ore mineral, and it is only 30 kilometers from the railroad. Closest candidate of gold mine, iron ore mine candidate to ArcelorMittal's factory, steel factory, and closest one to Chinese border with railroad. So here is our number. We call it number 7, the lucky 7. These are the very high anomalies of magnetics. You'll see the pictures. It's 1.5 kilometers, one part. You can actually walk on it. And these are 1 kilometer apart, just to give you an idea about the size. We've got lots of reports from Soviet era. We don't claim to have them all. Like, we've got some secret materials. Sometimes you have to apply and go through a process to receive, because 5 sites of ours ended up having one of them actually totally fully secret, they said, some reports that are apparently important. And this is the iron ore site where we've taken pictures from. Those small coins you see in color, blue or yellow, they are magnets. And after superimposition of the very highly detailed geological maps, we designated 2 separate zones. One part, zone 1, with completely exposed, ready to be mined, more than 150 million ton minimum iron ore, high grade, 0.5% on the average, as per the Russian reports, Soviet reports, copper that comes alongside, because it's a skarn deposit. The zone 2, you need to strip, but the anomaly is much bigger. This one is zone 1. You can see the sizes. Actual ore size will be bigger, I can assure you, because they had to erase some of the data, because the devices, we used GEM devices from Canada, the best ones there is, and they have a limit. Apparently, we found out that it doesn't record anomalies, magnetic anomalies is Tesla. So between 20,000 and 120,000 is the limit. Ours is beyond that. So it couldn't tell how big. So they had to strip off that part. The second part, the second zone, if you just take a look at the whole magnetic anomaly, it's huge, 4 billion ton. But of course, not everything is high-grade magnetite. The skarn type, from the cross section you can see, that one goes like 2 kilometers and about 1 billion ton, same grade iron ore that we have exposed. Yes? 2 minutes. Okay. I have to pass very quickly. Too much of iron because we've got 20 licenses and I don't want to be unfair with the other ones. We got some copper, polymetals, gold prospects, which are, you can actually walk on huge areas of actual samples you can collect from ground, copper and gold. Some of the sites we have actually seen with eye, with small this one is number 17. It's again polymetal, but highly gold. From Soviet reports, it needs further. We need to do drilling with all of those. The Soviet reports do back us up with what we think we have. Over here, we got high-grade iron ore with polymetal and nickel. That's another site, number 18. When you have too many of them, this is the polymetal iron ore site. This site is completely in a volcano with underneath porphyric bedding, more than 100 million ton, very high anomalies, and from Soviet reports, all those recordings, there are like up to 10 gram gold sampling from the surface, from the quartz veins. You can see how huge the anomalies are. Number 23, we got some secret reports to get, but from the surface, it's like a 5.5 kilometer long and 1.5 kilometer wide area that we expect to find a huge gold finding. We have number 27 with wolfram and gold embedded into the granite, about 2 kilometers long, and it goes underneath the granite. We are supported in Kazakhstan by our partners who are a very well-known geological exploration company. And we have a small team. Only the two of us are based in Kazakhstan currently. And that's about it. We are open to further investment, and we are open to any challenges in the world. Show us, give us an area, and we'll come up with the exact locations where you should be looking for the mineralization.